5 to go in the South Putnam sectional, and Covenant beats them by 14.
Wow.
That makes Covenant the favorite, I think, in that sectional now.
Now you see North come out of the quarter break, going to go a little press, try to pick up the tempo a little bit defensively. Don't be surprised if they zone a little bit sometime here. They do that from time to time, but Jim Jones is primarily a man-to-man coach.
12-8 your score now. Martinsville with a basketball and the 4-point advantage. Again, Jim Jones, 677 and 380 and 45 years on the sidelines. This will be his final season as basketball coach at Terre Haute North. Little bump on his way to the bucket. They called him for the travel.
You like, though, the approach that Martinsville has. Spread the court, take your time, reverse the ball, try to attack when you get the opportunity. Same thing with North. Both of them look, they do it differently, but the same theory is, take some time, look to reverse the basketball.
Need a score.
No, yeah,
got one there.
Thomas Anderson, we talked about it at the start of the ball game. One of their key players, can score inside, can score outside.
6'6" sophomore with a nice touch. He has 4. Cuts the lead to 2. Ooh, a foul. Adam, a nice-looking player for the Artisans. Just a sophomore, can leap. A lot of quickness. Takes pretty good care of the basketball. Three-pointer, no. Rebound, tapped away, controlled by Chris O'Leary.
Well, Neil Smith just wasn't balanced. Just really wasn't squared up on the shot.
Hemming didn't get a good look on
No,
either
you know what?
transition.
And he never really, it didn't seem like he had full possession of the ball. A couple of quick shots, probably, just a little out of rhythm, and you see the result.
Artisans 2-point advantage, 12-10, 6-minute mark. Nay, strong move to the bucket. Nice look along the baseline.
It creates some real matchup problems for you.
Gant picks up the personal. Good strong move inside by Neil Smith. 7 points in the first half for him. Back to a 4-point lead for the Artisans. The 6-minute mark, 14-10.
Good fundamental move. Shot fake, step through. I mean, they teach it every day.
Hemming to O'Leary. O'Leary, nice move inside and the finish. Good look. Justin Grant got his man on his hip. They found him, and he got the easy deuce.
Just a great dish, though, from Chris O'Leary. I mean, just good fundamental pass. Threw it away from the defender on the bounce so that Gann just had to catch, turn, and score.
14-12 under 5.5 to play in the half now. Artisans by a deuce. They have the basketball. McCrary with it in the corner. Want him on the give and go, and all kinds of defense there. An ill-advised pass. O'Leary in transition. Threads the needle across the lane. Little 5-footer rolls around no. With the rebound is Anderson up and in.
Boy, you're right. He did thread the needle. But there's Thomas Anderson again, playing inside, playing out, making things happen.
Tied at 14 now at the 5-minute mark of the first half. Terre Haute North and Martinsville. Nice basketball game here. Game number 2 of this sectional. Plainfield beating Terre Haute South in game 1, 78-58. That's right, 20-point win by Plainfield. Not an upset, but a surprise. The fact that Plainfield was able to win by 20. People are going to look at that and say, oh my, what happened? Martinsville, patient offensive set.
Same thing with North in their possession. It's hard to defend 3 or 4 ball rotations.
Good clear out by O'Leary, and they throw it away right away. Over his playing career and coaching career and IHSAA career. Gene Cato here tonight.
Ray Kraft
Ray
also.
Kraft, I should
Ray
say.
Kraft,
I'm sorry.
retiring from the IHSAA after a stellar career. I'm going to miss him. I love the guy.
Played at Milan, coached at Milan. Nice step-through move by Anderson for 8 points. 16-14.
Yeah, look, North has just bumped it up now. They've come down, they've bumped it up.
Turnover,
some dry possessions, again, turnover. You talk about suffering as a sport. When you lose a guy like Ray Kraft, not there on a day-to-day basis, the sport suffers because of that.
Good look inside, good turnaround. Justin Gant showing a nice touch. A 6'7" freshman has 4.
We talked about their 2 big kids who really have, they're skilled big players. And, if you're Tim Wolf, you don't want this thing to get bumped up. You're down 4. This is not a kind of team you want to try to play from behind.
18-14. in favor of the Patriots of Terre Haute North. Little bump on the three-pointer, no call. Rebound comes to the Patriots.
Well, Ryan Taylor just quick, a little too quick, not ready, not in rhythm.
Hemming to Anderson. Now to Harrison. O'Leary, the lob down low. Can't quite catch it. Last touch by Martinsville. Martinsville coaching ties. We're talking about legends all over the place tonight. Bill Siderwitz and longtime Martinsville baseball coach Bill Tutterow both here tonight.
About Morgan County athletic history.
Second free throw all the way is good.
in a certain, paying my respects to Herb Schulmeyer, too.
19-14, under 3 minutes to play. North with the advantage here in the first half.
Yeah, North has done a nice job of adjusting to Martinsville's offense and not allowing really anything to happen. Martinsville in a drought, large part because North done a much better job defending the situations.
Turn around from 6, rolls around it in.
Just a little look, play a little checkers and chess, if you will, with one another.
Spina returns for the Artesians.
And now it show zone and go man.
2-minute mark, 21-14, Terre Haute North.
Now Martinsville going to go little zone themselves.
Patriots down 12-8 at the end of 1. They're currently up 21-14.
But it's a matchup. They're going to try to match up, trap when they get the opportunity. You got to change it up a little bit. You're down 7. You got to make some kind of change. But you got to make sure you find shooters, you find the big guys, and you get bodies on the rim.
Nice shot fake off the dribble. Can't get it to fall, but there with the follow is Justin Gant.
Just what I said, get a body on a body. That's the problem when you go zone. You don't find somebody sometimes.
Quick three the other way. No. All white shirts underneath. A misfire by Dylan Smith. Thomas Anderson was there to clean it up.
It's a good look. It just didn't go, and that's been victimizing Martinsville in this run that North has had. They just haven't knocked down some shots when they've had the opportunity.
Boy, Hemming's pretty patient with the basketball.
He really is.
He and O'Leary out high. They'll come in the corner now to Harrison. Plenty of time. Minute left. 23-14. North not in a hurry. No reason to be. What they're doing is working to this point. Boy, a lot of reach through there. No call. Let McCrary get by with a lot of pressure defensively. Looked like he came across the arm there. Martinsville, little bump out high. 48 seconds left in the first half. Spina, all the inbounds to Taylor. They'll swing it around now after they get it off the inbounds to Neil Smith. Now Dylan Smith will back it out. I'll start over again. McCrary works it to Ryan Taylor. The kick to Spina. 30 seconds left. Down to 25. 23-14. Patriots of North. Wide open three. Spina. Yes. Little sigh of relief goes up for the Martinsville faithful. That's the first time they've been successful at the three in quite some time.
Big basket, because you're right, they had not shot it very well.
Now, Terre Haute North, plenty of time. Drive to the bucket, a kick out, top of the circle, Anderson three. Yes, what an answer. How about that right before the horn goes off? You answer a three with a three, and you do it right before the buzzer.
Big time play.
What a turnaround in the quarter. After trailing by 4, Jim Jones and company head to the intermission with a 9-point advantage, 26-17.